new trial date has been set for Scottsbluff County's first murder trial in half a decade. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the delayed murder trial that was slated to begin last month in Scottsbluff County District Court has been officially rescheduled. A week-long trial against Gregory Moore, who is accused of fatally stabbing 23-year-old Fernando Camacho McBride in the fall of 2020, was scheduled for the week of March 20th. However, the morning of the trial, defense attorney Kelly Breen had a medical issue that prevented him from participating in the trial. A continuance was granted, and following a scheduling conference, a new trial date has been set for the week beginning May 22nd. Well, more solar energy is coming to Gering. During last week's council meeting, members unanimously approved an addendum and amendment to the lease and easement agreement for solar energy system. City Administrator Pat Heath says this updates November's initial agreement with Sandhills Energy, allowing them to purchase more land for a 2.6 megawatt solar generating facility. Heath said the plan would allow the leasing of an additional 16.4 acres of land near the Gering wastewater plant, and it would be leased at $700 per acre for 25 years, with rent increasing 2% annually.
The rent will increase 2% each year. We would get a full return on our land purchase in about 11 years on the purchase price of what we paid for the land. I believe in 2019 when we purchased the industrial park. Don't hold me to that date.
The 25-year lease would also include 2 5-year options for Sandhill Energy. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Fogs, FOGs, fats, oil, and greases can build up in the sewer pipes and lead to damaging clogs and sewer backups in your home or business. Here are some proper disposal techniques. Don't pour fogs down sinks or drains. Store grease in containers with tight-fitting lids and once full, discard in the trash. Next, don't rinse grease off your cookware prior to washing. Finally, only flush toilet paper. Flushable wipes give fogs something to cling to and build up. Tri-City Stormwater wants you to remember it's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome back. It's said politics can lead to strange bedfellows, and such was the case this week in the Nebraska legislature as Omaha Senator Michaela Cavanaugh offered to amend an omnibus bill to direct additional state property tax relief while limiting the property school property taxes with a tax proposal by Bayard Senator Steve Erdman. The two have often been at odds over Cavanaugh's filibustering this session, but this week she offered to replace the language of LB 243 with the basics of LB 79, which is Erdman's bill to scrap the state's property, income, inheritance, and sales taxes and replace them with the EPIC consumption tax if approved by voters. For her part, Cavanaugh said EPIC is an interesting concept.
As I've said previously, there's some things about the EPIC tax, consumption tax, that I am very intrigued by the concept of it. And I also like that Senator Erdman has worked on this for several years, and we've had some really interesting and fun conversations about it over the years.
In offering the amendment, which failed on a vote of 7-41, Cavanaugh said if she was going to take time on the microphone, she might as well discuss something that's interesting. LB 243 as updated with committee amendments, including language to eliminate community college property taxes and replace them with state aid, was given first-round approval on a vote of 41-7. Well, calling him a 5-star recruit, Governor Jim Pillen has announced that Rob Jeffries is the new director for the Nebraska Department of Corrections. Holding the same title in Illinois since 2019, Jeffries has had 24 years' experience with the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction, including as Chief of Staff and Regional Director. During a news conference in Lincoln, Jeffries said he's ready to get right back to work, having a background including creation of a program to help former inmates integrate into society, building new prison facilities from the ground up, and dealing with the death penalty.
And I think one of the things that made this venture for me easy was my background and the work that I've done in my past had sets me in a place spiritually to where I feel I am best suited to help and help facilitate and be part of this administration and moving forward with the task that we have ahead of us.
Governor Pillen says during the course of interviewing 7 candidates for the post, Jeffries' presence, character, integrity, and experience made him rise to the top of the list. Jeffries had stepped down from his post in Illinois as of April 1st, a move that had been announced by that state's governor in early March. And Nebraska law enforcement is teaming up with the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration for the national You Drive, You Text, You Pay high visibility enforcement effort this week. Now through April 9th, law enforcement officers from across the country will be working together to enforce texting and distracted driving laws to make our roads safer for all users. According to the department, nearly 32,000 people died in distraction-affected crashes over the 10-year period from 2011 to 2020, and Nebraska research from 2022 shows that 1 in 10 drivers is distracted by using electronic devices. Motorists are urged to continue to take responsibility for their driving behaviors by keeping eyes and attention on the road and never driving distracted or drowsy.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Fox Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Campbell, a 1-year-old domestic short-hair that's been at the Panhandle Humane Society since January 10th. Staff says he came in as a wild tomcat, but now he's ready to start a new chapter in his life as a house kitty that loves to snuggle, snack, and chase toys. His adoption cost is just $50, and that includes his neuter, microchipping, and all vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts Campbell will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card so they can start spoiling this little prince right away.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored, full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, the Downtown Scottsbluff Association Cinco de Mayo celebration is shaping up to be the biggest one yet. Now in its third year, organizers are expecting attendance to increase once again. DSA's Andrea Markheim says this year's festivities will be different because of all the construction in the 18th Street Plaza. On Monday night, she sought the City Council's approval for a permit to close the 1,600 to 1,900 blocks of Broadway for the event.
So that's one thing that we really wanted, partly why we wanted so much space, just because in years past, something that has been an ongoing issue is the wait time for the food trucks. So we've almost tripled our food truck list, just trying to have that be a better experience for people.
Markheim says that there will be nearly triple the amount of food trucks in 2023, with 14 confirmed so far. The celebration will also include a car show, bands, and performances from the Los Guadalupanos dancers. This year's event is set for May 5th from 5 to 9 p.m. in downtown Scottsbluff. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.